Hello everybody, it is George here. Today I'm bringing you guys a Clan War recap video from our most recent defeat. This one was against 5 Chau for Bian, and basically we lost because we had 9 Townhall 10s and they had 16. So, although some of their Townhall 10s were rushed, the top 15 all had Inferno Towers, and they weren't like majorly rushed, so that it was like really easy to take them out. So, and all of them had like good offense, so basically meant that all our Townhall 9s got attacked by Townhall 10s, and their Townhall 9s attacked our Townhall 8s, and they still had Townhall 10 attacks left over to get our Townhall 10s as well. But yeah, so that's a bit disappointing that we get matchups like this, which basically decides the war. But anyway, the first attack I'm going to be showing you is a Hog Rider raid by Constantine, and he does a really good job of hit, because instead of using a heal spell like at the start like most people would, he realised that there's not really much point if your hogs are still at full health, even though there is actually a jump bomb. There, as soon as you see a jump bomb pop up, you can quickly put down a heal spell. The one problem with that is if your hogs have low health, the jump bomb could potentially take them out. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing this on all base. You've got to basically think, where are the giant bombs likely to be, and basically, is it worth it to try to save this heal spell to later on? Because basically his hogs were almost at full health, like around this area, so there wasn't much point healing them really. And as you can see, there was the giant bomb there, but he'd planned it out so that the hogs would go around that and avoid that giant bomb. There's also another one up here, and so they avoided that one as well. So really good job planning out this raid, and then going on and getting the 3-star. And so yeah, basically, I don't really understand how we managed to get this match. It's not like their lowest. They've got one Townhall 7. Then some Townhall 8s. They've got less Townhall 8s than us actually. So it wasn't even fair in terms of like Townhall 9s and Townhall 8s. I guess the only thing was that none of their Townhall 8 and Townhall 9s were particularly high level. The next round we're showing you is by A. Johns, and he's going to be attacking one of their Townhall 9s here. And as you can see, this one's a pretty new Townhall 9, and he's going to be using the Gowiwipe attack strategy. Basically, Gowiwipe with a few witches in there as well. This is quite a popular strategy rather than just using an ordinary Gowiwipe, especially if you don't lure the clan cast troops, because those witches can help out with the clan cast kill. Now, there's a problem here because, as you can see, his Peckers went round the outside. Now, he does have wizards to back these up, and basically what happens is that these wizards take out these defences and the Peckers tank for them. Now, as you can see, clan cast troops went down. Luckily, that balloon didn't take out all of his troops, because all of his witches and wizards, because that gets really annoying if that happens. And as you can see, these got this group of troops over here still going around quite well. Could probably have done with adding another wizard in to help back them up. But yeah, talking about because most people think, oh, you just want to put all your troops in the middle. Not necessarily. I've sometimes done it where I've deliberately put one Pecker on each side going around the outside, because if you back it up with 5 wizards, as you can see here, well, actually that archer tower got left behind, so you probably need a few more wizards on it. But they can take out these outside defences, which are ultimately the biggest problem, because fine, these defences in here, easy to get with all your other troops, but once your troops start dying out, suddenly when you're trying to exit the core, they die out quickly because they're getting shot at from the sides. That's why your wizards will get taken out, and witches if you were using them, and basically then your troops will split up and your army dies out really quickly. So personally, it's just something that I quite like to use sometimes. It's not necessarily the best strategy for every base, but certainly any base which has lots of defences in the outside layer, I would recommend considering trying to put one Pecker around the outside of each side of the base. And then obviously you have your golem, a witch in the clan castle, or another Pecker in the clan castle, and your heroes and wizards going up the centre. Now, so that was a really good 3-star by A. Johns. I'm sorry I didn't talk much about the raid. He did use back end loons, but he only had level 5 loons. The level 5s work okay, but I'd really recommend if you were going to try to use back end loons that you'd get them up to level 6, because they're really good. Now, the last raid I'm going to be showing you is by Charlie, and he's attacking their player number 10, which is a fairly new Townhall 10. So basically this base here is, instead of one of our Townhall 9s, as you can see, it's quite a bit more powerful than Townhall 9, because not only does it have just the basics, apart from air defences actually, these are quite low level. It's got these level 2, level 3 Inferno Tower, a few, well, 3 out of 4 Max Wizard Towers. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is the Clan Castle kill. This is probably my only criticism of this raid, is that trying to get this balloon out, he actually wasted quite a lot of time, and that's actually going to end up costing him, and he won't get the 3-star because he will run out of time. So yeah, that's just one thing that I'd try differently, because actually when you start killing the Clan Castle troops, anything hiding behind the walls will just run out anyway. So, especially if it's like a balloon or even a witch. So generally I just try to get the majority of it outside the base, and then I'll just start attacking it, especially if you're using like a kill squad, then it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So, getting back to like the main raid, so he's got this golem going around at a side, similar to how I mentioned in the last attack and the majority of his army is focusing on going through this part of the base here. That golem's tanking for this arch tower, so these troops aren't getting shot at, and this stuff's too far away. So he does a good job here of freezing the Inferno Towers and Teslas. He didn't use that P.E.K.K.A. at the start. I'm not exactly quite sure why. I don't really see much point waiting before using it, because now all his wizards have died out. The P.E.K.K.A.s are good because they can tank for the wizards. So yeah, I'd recommend, I don't know if he maybe forgot about it, or because after he used all his spells, then he might have just remembered, oh, I've got another P.E.K.K.A. here. I've forgotten my heroes before, then only realised late on in the raid. And at this point, he's got these 2 P.E.K.K.A.s left, including that, and just his Archer Queen. He does have his Archer Queen's ability, though, as well as this wizard, which is cleaning up this outside stuff, and a Gowiwipe there as well. So then I was thinking, well, when I was watching the raid, oh, there's no chance now, but actually, there's only these 3 defences which are really going to be an issue, because wizard towers attacking a P.E.K.K.A. or an Archer Queen aren't. They do quite a bit of damage, but compared to, say, an Archer Tower, because of their splash damage, it's not really going to be a problem. And anyway, this one gets tanked by that Gowiwipe. So then you look at how much time he had left, 20 seconds left, then you realise it wouldn't really be enough. As you can see, he just uses his Archer Queen ability here to try to speed it up. If you weren't going to run out of time, I'd probably have waited a bit longer with that, so that you could try to use it here, because it will get shot down by this stuff quite quickly. And as you can see, he ran out of time there. Whether the Archer Queen would have got that, and then the gold mine before getting that Archer Tower, I don't know. But yeah, a really good raid there by Charlie. So as I said before, we've ended up losing this war by a reasonable distance, actually, which is more, we couldn't really do much about it. I mean, when you get matched up like this, because our Townhall 10s had to basically be perfect, or we had to use Townhall 9s against Townhall 10s, because we've basically got 18 attacks to get 16 Townhall 10s. So, like, normally in a war, say everyone gets 2 attacks, so say if you had 10 Townhall 10s, you'd have 20 attacks on them. Well, in this case, as you can see, it's pretty unfair. As well as then you've got to consider, if I just show you our bases, I mean, for example, I'm our number 17, I got attacked by the number 7, who's a Townhall 10. I mean, you can't really expect anyone to defend against that. A few people only got 2-starred. A couple of their Townhall 9s actually attacked Townhall 9, so that's probably why. They 3-starred all of our Townhall 8s. And yeah, so that's basically it. We had a bit of a clear out of members actually after this war, and a few people left for various reasons. So well played to them. They did a good job. Their attacks were quite good, but I'd much rather that it being a fair match. Then we could have actually had a fair war, and then it would have been a lot more exciting. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.